So short, quick video, I hope. A couple days after General RV Customer Care said that they would reach out to the corporate finance manager or the director, don't know what director is or director of what, got a call from the supervisor or manager of the customer care team, Nick. Hi, Nick. Basically, just trying to help clarify some things and explain, their policies, why they are what they are. And for their not releasing the prep fee report or the prep inspection report, he said it could reveal some of their internal policies, internal, mechanisms, stuff like that. Which, okay, I understand, there's plenty of things companies have that they want to keep secret. I guess I can't think of anything that a RV dealer is doing inspecting a unit to ensure functionality that would be that big of a secret that they don't want being revealed. To me, it just sounds more like a rationale for not releasing the reports. And when he explained, basically, he was nice, he was friendly, professional, listened to my frustration, because I didn't ask him permission to record it, while my house cameras recorded the conversation. I didn't have his permission, didn't think to ask, I'm not going to post any of our conversation. But he did, I was like, well, why can't you refund the prep fee? Because from the very beginning, he was adamant that's not going to happen, that they don't do that. They don't refund that. And I was like, why not? Well, because we did the prep, I'm like, well, you didn't do the prep or you didn't do it completely, in my opinion. And, without being able to see the inspection report, I just have to take your word for it. And he was like, well, it was done. I'm like, well, not necessarily. Just because you say it's done, when they buy a used unit and they go through it all and then they sell it as is, but they said they did a prep. Excuse me. How do we know they actually did that prep? Because they're not going to give you the report. So if you buy a used unit, you take it out for the weekend and something, major happens and they sold it as is, now they can just claim, well, we did our prep, you must have done something, or it was sold as is, it was fine when we checked it, but, things break because they're used. It's easy to say that and do that to avoid liability when they won't give you the inspection. So, again, we had a good conversation. I kept asking him, I was like, well, there's always somebody hired to talk to. So I don't know why I got bounced around or told there were no supervisors or anything. He said he basically works directly for Lauren Betas. I think I said that right. The president, owner of the company. And that if somebody wants to talk with Lauren, he'll push or pass that on. But if Lauren says, no, Nick, you handle it, he's empowered to make those decisions. So, if he isn't in fact empowered, he could have made the decision to refund it. But I kept asking him, at what point is it, just not worth it? I got nothing but time on my hands to keep pushing the issue. I feel I've been wronged. You don't want to do anything to make it right besides continually saying, we stand behind the warranty. Well, I hope you stand behind the warranty because it's Jayco's warranty. It's not your warranty. They're paying you, General RV, money for your labor and everything to fix something that was wrong from their manufacturing process. And again, some of it, like the trim that wasn't correct, if it went through a prep, and the saleswoman, Edna, told me that the trim is a well-known on every unit, every manufacturer fail point, just because of how it's designed and what happens to it. Eventually it comes loose or needs, replaced or whatever. You would think that'd be a item on the inspection to check all the trim, all the corners to make sure it was installed correctly so that there's no issues early on. But he said, well, maybe it was just something that was missed. And the stairs that were bent, obviously that got missed. And then when I pointed it out during my walkthrough and was told that's how it's supposed to be, that's not correct either. So, and then them saying the freight fee they won't refund because they had to go get it. Well, you had to go get it from Elkhart. It's about hour and a half, 2 hours, I think, from here to Elkhart. It would have cost me $200 in gas to just drive straight to Elkhart. Why it's $1,700 when you tow these trailers, it's one truck towing them. They can't put them on a bed like cars. They can't drive it like a motorhome. So it's somebody's pickup truck, probably some sort of independent contractor or contractor that they work with who contracts out or whatever it is for somebody to take their pickup truck, like mine, and drive and get it. And they probably made it, they came up here and then they got something else that was in this area to bring back. So how are you justifying $1,700? And again, when I asked when I was buying it, they said, nope, that's something they can't, waive or reduce or anything. Had they just refunded the prep fee like I asked for at the beginning, I wouldn't even ask for the freight fee. But now that I'm pissed that they keep giving me the same answer, they're not even willing to make an exception. And so when I said, hey, what's the reasoning behind your policy? You told me the reasoning behind the not giving the inspection is because of company practices, blah, blah, blah. You don't want getting out. So there's a reason behind every policy. So what's the reason behind the policy you told me of we don't refund prep fees? Is it because it opens you up for liability, knowing that if you messed up, how many other people had issues that you're going to have to give them their money back? Why is it a policy that you absolutely do not refund the prep fee? So at this point, yep, I told them I'm not threatening, but they are just providing horrible customer service. So at this point, my next move is to look at, contacting state attorney general for business practices. Nick is the one I talk to when I file Better Business Bureau complaints. He says he's the one who gets them directly. So, there's really no reason to keep flooding his inbox with those. I'm sure at this point when they get something from me, they go, oh, there he is again. Where was I? Contacting the news. So that's my next step. I will say, end of this video real quick, speaking of news, video and everything. I was asked, he did ask me apparently, to take down the video of the walkthrough when I brought it in for warranty work. I guess the employee felt uncomfortable with it being produced. However, they don't have a policy anywhere. No signs posted or nothing that says no video recording. And I did ask her permission, and she did say yes. So, I offered to blur her out. And he said, no, we'd rather you take it down. So unfortunately, I tried to find a compromise to make everybody happy. I am still pointing out some of the good things, like I did at the walkthrough, after I picked it up, from the warranty work. So yeah, I'm trying to compromise. I'll figure out a way to edit it to blur her out or something. Apologies to her if she feels uncomfortable, but, I did say I am recording. Do you mind if I record this walkthrough, for my own, protection? So everything gets documented. She said, go ahead. So, don't understand. Anyways, so I do apologize. She feels uncomfortable. I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable. She is very friendly, has been very helpful and professional. But unfortunately right now I feel I need to leave everything as it is, because it shows the truth. And I told Nick that I'm not trying to just show my skewed side. I'm trying to show the truth of what's going on. And he said, okay, that's fine. It's just, I had to ask. So, news, look into what other legal options I have. I even tried to explain to him that part of the reason I am a 100% disabled veteran is because of my PTSD and anxiety. I'm not going to give him specifics. I'm not going to give anybody watching this specifics of what happened or why things like this cause me to kind of spin out. Why, when I go in there, I literally walk in, sign when I need to, and walk out so I don't cause problems. But, the anxiety that it is causing and the problems it is causing me are getting pretty bad. And he just said, well, I apologize. It shouldn't be like that. And I just kept saying, well, all you need to do is make it right. Make an exception. Like, you refund me that $3,900 I'm asking for, which to me sounds like a drop in the bucket of this, nationwide family-owned company. So apparently them touting family-owned is just to pull on somebody's heartstrings to make it feel more personal. Doesn't necessarily mean they're family-oriented. I did see a video of them that they did set up like a camper and everything for some sick kids or Make-A-Wish thing in the Mount Clemens. That is a positive thing they did. I guess it takes being a sick kid to get special treatment. Not being a sick adult or just a customer in general. That sounds really bad to say. I know that. They should be above and beyond. It's customer service. So I'll see what happens next. Just very frustrated at this point. I know I've said that every video. I don't know. I'm just done. I'm just done.